Viewer discretion is advised. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. Week 2, we are Side Picks. I'm your host, Red Samples. I'm here with Thomas Reese and Austin Harris. Our fourth couldn't be here tonight. We're going to rock on and roll without him. First topic of the night, Cooper Flagg. Is he returning to Duke, or is he headed for the NBA draft? What y'all got?
He going to the NBA, bro.
Of course.
You'd like to see him stick around and try to go for that championship at Duke, but he's number one overall pick, man. He's got to go to the draft.
I mean, for sure. I mean, he's without a doubt the consensus number one pick. I mean, I do have a thought though. Like, is there someone in his life that can influence him to come back to Duke? Because that shot that he missed, that's a shot that on the next level, especially as a number one pick, they expect you to make.
Correct.
You don't have players in his position, especially players in his position that played on the Olympic team, even though he didn't play, but he played, that have that opportunity to win the game, and they hit front rim that bad. Like, that's just not what you have out of those caliber players.
Well, you know he's gonna hurt. You know it hurts so bad. He 100% wants to come back to Duke, but I think when you look at like his entire career, like it's time to go to the NBA. When you're the number one overall pick, it's just hard to go back to college
Yeah, I mean,
and go for that championship. It's like there's more in his future, you know.
yeah, guaranteed money. I mean, I get the whole thing about it. I mean, like, if his dream and his goal is to play in the NBA, like, your stock isn't going any higher than it is right now.
Yeah.
It just does make me wonder, like, if that's how he wants to leave his legacy at Duke, and if someone could actually convince him to come back or not. Time will tell. We'll see.
You got it, Thomas.
I mean, I'm the same with both of y'all, man. I got a spit because I think once he lost that, it was already sealed, signed, delivered that he's going on to the next level. I just don't see him wasting his time anymore at the collegiate level. So I see him going on, man.
I mean,
Because
his press conference definitely seemed like he was,
done. Yeah,
he was saying that he was gone.
yeah.
Just it is what it is. All right. Concern for Dak over the Joe Milton trade. We had the Cowboys trade for Joe Milton. They got a 7th round pick with him and traded a 5th round. Is there any concern for Dak and his future with the Cowboys?
I mean, I think Dak. I mean, obviously Dak's a starter, and I think the concern with if you're the Cowboys though is Dak's dealing with health issues. You want to have that guy that can step in, and plus the real question is how many years does Dak have left, especially with the health problems that he has been able to deal with. But I mean, I wouldn't be too concerned because what Joe Milton did with the Patriots, man, that dude was like Superman and that shit. People don't live up to that Superman hype for very long. Not, you know, it takes a consistent quarterback to be that starting guy year in and year out. I don't know if
True,
Joe Milton's that guy.
true.
You just
I
have,
mean, go
yeah. I mean,
ahead.
there's just an inconsistency with how Jerry Jones manages that club.
That's
So,
100% true. That
That's
is the
gonna be my
truth
number
right
one topic
there.
right there.
Trey
Jerry
Lance,
Jones,
Trey
man.
Lance, Joe Milton.
which Trey Lance is what with the Chargers now?
No, I'm saying when they traded for him, you know, and now they're
Yeah.
trading for Joe
Well,
Milton.
yeah. First off, when they traded for him, there was no chance in my mind that he was replacing Dak.
Yeah.
Like his play's been awful, but Joe Milton with the arm, with the ability to move, like, I mean, Jerry Jones is just a loose cannon, man. Like, and there's been reports all offseason that like the Cowboys have looked to move Dak, even though I mean it's unrealistic because his contract is so high. Like, what team's going to trade for him and pick up that money? But
But Dak's lost like a lot of weight this offseason too. They say he's moving around a lot better. So for injury concerns, hopefully that's good for Dak going forward. You know, because I mean, I want to see him do well. Do I want to see the Cowboys do well? No, but Dak Prescott, I'd like to see him
hey,
do
man,
I mean, I'm not a Dak Prescott fan to be honest with y'all. I'm not. I mean, I never have been. He come from Mississippi State. I mean, best thing they ever had come through there. I mean, he can sit there and hooray all this stuff. 1 year, one time, only opportunity ever. I mean, like I
Hey,
told him and
my goat's
his
back
kids to
here.
be kids that have kids before they do anything in the SEC anymore. But at the end of the day, man, if Joe Milton gets the opportunity to take that spot, I believe he is the quarterback to be there to do that. Be honest with you. And just like you rephrased before we got on here is, yeah, Mayo didn't want to see that pressure. I'm serious, man. Mayo didn't want. I mean, but yeah, he didn't want to see that pressure at the New England Patriots. That was the best thing Coach Verbal could do to get them in, get him in and out of there, so they don't have no problem, no issues, and that's their starter. So at the end of the day, I think they did a good choice. The Cowboys actually made a good choice by picking him up. Be honest with you. Was that give up? You said what round? What they have to give up?
It was Joe Milton in the 7th for the Cowboys' 5th.
Okay,
I mean, it was a cheap trade for sure. It's just weird to me because Vrabel's his whole ordeal, like offense wise, is a run first mentality. So
true.
I I don't see why a little controversy at the quarterback position wouldn't be healthy if that's gonna be your go to. I also don't know who's gonna be running the ball out there in New England, so
Gibson.
Joe Milton ain't no pro style quarterback neither, though. That's why it's gonna be hard for him to develop into that in the NFL.
yeah.
I mean, because he's a spread type guy. Ain't he? I mean,
Yeah.
they open the field. He got five wides at all times with him.
Well, I didn't know Joe Milton could run the way he could run until he played, to his little run with the Patriots. That boy he was
I
hard to
mean, he a
bring down,
legit four
man.
six, ain't he? He a legit 4'6", right?
I mean, I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
Four
talking
six
about
five.
speed, but yeah, but there's a
Oh yeah.
difference. Presence in the pocket, can make up for lack of speed or, help you make you look faster.
I
Joe
understand
Milton
that.
was escaping pressure and making plays down the field that I didn't think Joe Milton could do.
Also, you saying he got good footwork in the
Yeah,
pocket?
his pocket
Gotcha.
pressure was out of this world.
Yeah,
I mean,
awareness is
he even showed flashes out of the pocket. I mean, in that last game or whatever, I don't know the exact play, but I know like he evaded the defensive line like twice and then put like a beam in the back of the end zone for a tutty. So
Handing
that's a
that
rocket
ball
launch.
like 70 yards down the field, bro.
That's a rocket
yeah,
launch. It was no beam.
Would you say Jerry Jones is a loose cannon? I mean, if you're on the other side of the 50 and game's on the line, it's Joe Milton time, right? Just let him throw it as far as he
Just
can
let him
throw it
go.
and let
Let
CD
him
go
go,
get it.
yeah. Hey,
man.
Dak, go on the bench. We're gonna let Joe Milton throw the Hail Marys.
Hey, double reverse pass, let Joe Milton throw it out there. Maybe Dak catches it. Who knows?
What he throwing? 95? What is he throwing? 95 yards?
Dude, Joe Milton could throw it. He's probably got the strongest arm in the NFL, I would say.
I
All
think
right,
every
Aaron
go ahead.
Rodgers, is he holding out for Minnesota, or do we think he's a good fit for the Steelers?
He is the Steelers. I give that all I got. I believe. Go ahead. What'd you
He's
say?
been
Go
out
ahead.
there throwing with DK, so I mean,
I mean, I understand that. I
he's
mean,
putting it
just a
out there.
warm up, just see what it's like, man. I seen that. That was nice. I like to see that action. Them two at one point. Yeah, that'd be nice. But I'll be with the sure thing, man. You got a great organization with the Steelers, man. You know they're gonna be solid. You know you'll get back to the playoffs with them. That he never failed. They never fail. I don't care what quarterback back there. But when you got that type of talent coming into the Steelers organization, can get them over that hump, man. I wouldn't. I don't know why he holding out. To be honest with y'all. Be honest with y'all. Just be honest.
I mean, I have to agree 100%. I think he's going to the Steelers. I think it's more like a money situation. Like, what are we going to pay? What's going to be in the contract and all that.
Yeah.
But I don't think Minnesota. Like, I think Minnesota likes JJ McCarthy being their guy going
Yes.
forward. They don't want to hold him back another year, especially after injury and stuff. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, I think Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh has got to be the
Sure.
move.
I mean,
I mean, I
guns are
like
blazing.
Minnesota's future. I like Minnesota's future with JJ McCarthy too. So I mean,
I do too.
I wouldn't take a flyer on a guy that's going to be there for 1 or 2 years when you have the quarterback of your future. The Steelers don't have the quarterback of their future. Aaron Rodgers. If they want to win a Super Bowl, Aaron Rodgers has to get signed.
Right.
I mean, I
I mean,
get
they
it, but
like.
at the same time, looking at those weapons in Minnesota, I can see why if Aaron Rodgers is holding out for Minnesota, I can see why it would. I mean, Addison, Jefferson, Hawkinson, he teams back up with Aaron Jones that he has very good rapport with, especially passing the ball. Like I can see how it would be very tempting for him to be like, you know what, let's just wait and see what the Vikings are thinking. Yeah, that would put him completing the Brett Favre Infinity Gauntlet, but
And Jordan Love will be on deck.
at least they have something in common. Even Hall of Fame quarterbacks can't go to the Jets and win. So, but I really do, man. Just watching. I mean, you seen how it was with Sam Darnold. I can definitely see why Aaron Rodgers would be, kind of holding back, waiting to see if he's going to get a call or not. But at the same time, out there working out with DK and them, just so he can get a feel for it before it happens.
I mean, I can say that too, man. Like you said, they got a lot of weapons on that team, but I still
And
think
and a solid defense.
I
I
agree
mean,
with you.
Pittsburgh does too, but
I mean, I feel like he has everything in Pittsburgh outside of Aaron Jones. Like you're looking at two very similar teams with
Yes,
Pittsburgh and
very.
Minnesota.
yeah.
I mean, because they got Daryl Washington, man. They got some veterans on that that offense, man. I
Yeah,
say Najee Harris left too. Najee,
yeah.
I
He's
mean, they
fine.
got Pat Fryermuth.
they do. Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah,
Give me
legit.
give me Hawkinson over him
You
though.
got 100% Hawkins and everything. But
I
I mean,
understand that.
but I
That's what
mean,
I'm saying.
uh,
If you go, if you
yeah,
go,
but you're going to take Pickens over. You're going to take Pickens over Addison.
yeah, but I would much rather have Jefferson as my one.
Yeah, I mean, you're going to take Jefferson over Metcalf.
Hey, but at the end of
And
the
you're
day,
going to take
too,
Aaron
who
Jones over whoever's going to be in Pittsburgh. I don't even know who's going to be in Pittsburgh at running back now.
I thought
Jalen Warren
we had
should be.
Jalen Warren.
Yeah,
Hey, but
He hasn't. I'm about to say he's never had a lead time role. So like, what does he look like?
by
Not
himself,
in.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
at the big time role because he had hires. Hey, but
that's
don't they got Matt Canada as the offensive coordinator there still
I figure he stayed.
on the Steelers?
yeah, I think so.
I figure he stayed.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if Aaron Rodgers get along with that type of guy.
But the thing
You
is,
know, really.
That part don't matter though because he's got a very good like him and Tomlinson or Tomlin.
Yes,
They have a very good rapport with each other, like a mutual
gotcha,
respect, and that's
gotcha,
been well known for the last like 8-9 years.
gotcha,
Like they respect each other from afar. So
gotcha.
yeah, but
that
what if the Steelers grab that running back in the draft
Who up? The boy from
from Boise?
Michigan,
From Boise.
Boise.
I mean, you put him on that team, man.
but
That team's a
that
lot better.
to be honest though, he's not a good fit. If Rodgers comes in, he's not a good fit.
How so?
Because
He
Rodgers
takes the pressure off of
wants a running back that can catch out of the backfield, and that's
But he-
not Genty.
But he takes the pressure off of Rodgers, though.
Yes and no. I mean, look, we just seen that with Brees Hall. He was a
Yeah,
he was a 4 down back, and Aaron Rodgers every chance he got. How many targets did he get a game? At least 8.
Yeah, he got a lot down the stretch, especially. Started off
That's
kind
what
of
I'm
slow
saying.
down the stretch. He
And
got a lot.
and they fed him the ball between the tackles, outside the tackles. Hey, I don't think if Genty's there, that's not their guy. Not if Rodgers is playing quarterback.
Well, I mean,
it'd be
all they gotta do, is sign Alan Lazard to the Steelers.
Yeah, there
And
you
now
go.
Rodgers is clicking on all cylinders again. I
Yeah.
mean, when he went to the Jets, that was who he found every single time he needed a touchdown.
Yeah, they should have held out and got Devontae Adams. Then Aaron Rodgers would have been like, you know what? No question. I'm coming to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Carmelo Anthony, first ballot Hall of Famer. What's your thoughts?
He's a Hall of Famer. First ballot is
woo
it's
wee.
gonna be tough with no championships, no MVPs. Like it's gonna be tough getting in. But what Carmelo Anthony done for the Knicks, and just like his accomplishments, like with the All Star and playing on the Olympic teams, he's a Hall of Famer. First ballot. That's a stretch.
First off, I not to cut you off, but a 3-time Olympic gold medalist don't have nothing to do with going to the NBA Hall of Fame. Let's
It
just
doesn't.
throw that out there.
It doesn't.
I've seen so many people putting it out there.
But it does when you do what Steph Curry did in the Olympics.
Now, first off, Steph Curry and Carmelo Anthony are different
I'm not
conversations.
putting it on the same playing field. You're referring to the Olympics. But when somebody does what Steph Curry, if Carmelo would have had a moment like Steph Curry did in the Olympics, you're gonna be like, oh man, what he done for this country? He's got to be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Mm,
Man, I just don't see that because, man, think about it. He played with Denver for 8 years, 8 total years, man. He played
That's
564 games. I mean,
that's
he
what
never
kills
seen the
me.
light of. Go ahead.
That's what kills me is the team that he had in Denver was arguably one of the best teams I've seen in the NBA with Allen Iverson,
yeah.
J.R. Smith, Hamby. I mean, they had
Right.
a crazy team in Denver when he was there,
I understand
and
that.
And they still couldn't make
didn't
it.
win a championship. That's what blows my mind.
Hell, only did they make it to the second round? I'm trying to figure that out. That's what I'm saying. Did they
It's been
make
a
it to the
long time
second round?
ago. It's been a long time
That
ago.
it's been a long time. I understand that. I don't. I
It's
from
hard for
what
me
I'm
to think of
seeing,
that.
When he was in Denver, money was the motivation. So realistically, I mean,
you knew where he was going to go. Everybody
right
know where he's supposed to win. Where is that? Give me
down
the answer.
south.
To where? To who? Y'all
he,
know where he
he,
wasn't
he,
with
he was
it.
he was supposed to go team
Hey, he
up with
said
his
not
boys.
one, not two, not three, not four, not five. You hear me? That's what he's supposed to be there. Hey, that probably
Hurt his
would have happened.
feelings, huh?
It probably would have happened, but he wanted
At,
this right here. He
at
wanted
at
that
that
dough.
at that point in his career, for sure, for
I just,
sure.
I, Opie, that was you. Would you want the rings or you want the money? Just asking you as a person.
First off, after you get those rings, the money would have came
Don't
after that.
exactly. So who
Hey,
is his person in his ear telling him the wrong thing? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
But the thing is, you're gonna make enough money anyways, man. You're gonna make enough money anyways in that situation.
And then he was going through custody battles at that time too, y'all. Y'all gotta realize that too. So
and that
Did what
man,
Anthony Edwards did when they had to pay for the when they had to pay for the entire life up front.
hey, you know what? Hey, if anybody deserves a first ballot Hall of Fame nod, it's him for that.
We just go ahead and drop the mill.
My man said, "Your Honor, hey, let's just go ahead and take care of this today. I'll write a check. Trust me, it's good. It won't bounce. I promise."
You know who he remind me of though, Anthony Edwards though, was Trent Richardson back from Alabama, y'all. When he had 5 baby mamas coming to the league with 5 different kids. I like, God, dog.
Yeah,
Like, how do you?
the only difference between them two is Trent Richardson
One,
he was all hype and
yeah,
nothing to
No,
show for it.
nothing.
one didn't pan out.
Did not pan out whatsoever.
Yeah, he did hurt some feelings out there. I promise you, man.
Oh yeah.
Golly. But yeah, man. Looking at his numbers though, y'all. I mean, I can understand why you want to put him in the Hall of Fame, but like I said, man, I can name like 16 other players could be in that same situation that ain't there yet, y'all. From what I'm seeing,
With
I mean, he only
some
got 1 year. He played 82 games. Then he got another year. He played 80 games. He got 2 years. He played 77 games. And then he got injured a couple of these years. And then, he went through how many teams? One, two, three, four, five, six different teams
well, yeah,
in
well,
his
Yeah, but
career.
down the
he was
stretch,
with
he
two
bounced
for a
around.
while for a long time though.
I mean, he was with one with 8. He was one with 7. He was with Portland for 2. He was with LA for 1. He was with OKC for 1. He was with Houston for 1 through his
Yeah, he
career.
bounced
So
around at the end of the career. I mean, his career was
he bounced.
basically his career was over with when he started bouncing around. He had that good little
Correct.
stretch with Portland, but like I mean, it was basically over with.
I mean, first off, any player that has 15 solid years in the NBA, I mean,
I mean, I
Yeah,
understand that. I
they've got a
understand
good
that.
nod for it.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
like KG said, 13 years, that's a hell of a career. 13 years in the league, man. Just being real with you.
I mean,
That's like,
just what he was able to do on the floor, like, I mean, I can definitely see that he has that persona and ability to be in the Hall of Fame, but to be a first ballot Hall of Famer,
no.
like, yeah, I don't see it. I don't
I mean,
see where. I mean, especially again, like you said, Austin. I mean, no MVPs, no rings. I mean,
the other guy's 10 All Stars. That's all he got out of 19 years.
right. I mean,
yeah.
it's tough. It's tough, and I hate to say that because he was a guy. I mean, whenever it come down to it, anywhere from inside the three to down to the block, man,
It was automatic.
he was dang near automatic.
Automatic.
You couldn't guard him. You could not guard him.
Yeah, but
That
with
look,
the game on the line in the playoffs is a different story, though.
oh yeah,
True.
That was what he was known for so many years was the
yeah.
fact that he could because he didn't do it in Syracuse, he couldn't do it with Denver, and he couldn't do it with New York, and for so long his name was about how he couldn't get that ring, he couldn't get that championship. That was all the talk about Carmelo for 15, 16 years.
But why
He
is that?
bounced around from team to he bounced around from team to team trying to get it.
But what was his biggest downfall? What was his suspect on? Like what was he weak at?
They were just trying to say was it clutch, you know? That was
I wasn't worried
that
about
was the
that. Like
thing.
I mean, he can knock down the shots, but could he play defense on the other end? That was the question with
Yeah, he
Carmelo.
was a great defensive, but also I think, but like from a teammate standpoint, I think people like looked at him as a ball hog. Like they felt like Carmelo always wanted the ball in his hands, and
Why is that? I'm gonna say it again. Why is that? Because on the defensive end, where was he at? That's what I'm saying. Where was
yeah,
he at? When
Yeah,
the ball flipped, he got so much energy. You know, he's lazy on defense, but as soon as the ball on offense, I got all the energy where, hey, I need the ball. I gotta take
yeah,
the shot. That's where
yeah,
everybody go
yeah.
ahead.
You never heard people say that about Kobe.
No.
no,
Yeah, I mean,
I'll never
you
forget
take
that.
you can take championships, and anything else out of it, and you put them player for player. I mean, 10 times out of 10,
It ain't
everybody's
close.
taking Kobe. So
It ain't close.
You remember the All-Star game where Kobe locked up Michael Jordan?
Yes.
yeah,
That was insane because everybody's like, it's an All-Star game, you know, chill out. That Kobe didn't have no chill, bro. He was
yeah,
all go. That's all he
He
did.
did that with LeBron. He locked LeBron down one game. What you
oh
mean?
yeah,
He was
That
all
man
go.
really he's serious all the way through and through, man. His work ethic
I
was
feel like Carmelo lacked that. I feel like Carmelo's biggest downfall was he lacked that dog in him. You know, he
oh
didn't have
yeah,
he
that
didn't have
dog in
it.
him,
He didn't.
and that's what's
I
going to
mean, he
keep
could
him
shoot
first
lights
ballot.
out. He can
Yeah,
shoot lights out, but he ain't had the other stuff you need to be a complete player. So,
all right,
especially with his size, 6'8". Come on now.
yeah. Last topic of the night: Houston versus Florida. The matchup everybody's wanting to see: Clayton versus Cryer.
Here's
We
a
already,
photo of
chomp,
you.
I mean,
chomp, chomp,
technically, we already know what both y'all like, but
chomp, chomp, baby. We've been rocking the
Woo.
Gators the whole time because I mean that's all we do is rock the Gators around here. So they ain't nothing going to stop us, and it ain't going to be Houston for sure. Maybe if
Let me
Duke,
roll this.
maybe if
Let
Duke
me,
would have got in there, they needed
hey, let
Cooper
me roll
Flag.
that back. Let me roll this back then. Let me roll this
They
back
needed,
for Opie. Let me
they
roll this
needed
back for
Cooper.
Opie. Roll this back. Cause listen, if you flip and Houston play each other, you know Houston gonna come out of that group. But if you flip that with Duke and Florida playing each other, bro, that's a toss up times two out here. Just gonna
Yeah,
be
see,
real with you.
I agree. The Florida Duke's a toss up. I feel like Houston ain't got no answer for Florida. I'm gonna be honest. If Walter Clayton comes out in the first 10 minutes and Florida jumps out to a 15-point lead, Houston ain't
Who?
coming back.
Who did you say?
Houston ain't coming back.
You see Elijah won at the game last night, man?
Yeah, they
Did you
they
see
could
Elijah
think
won
they
at the
could think
game?
their coach they could think their coach for that, and they could think that bullcrap call on Cooper Flag as well.
What?
Yeah, and you know the
I
guy was
Hey,
agree.
but the
falling on the
thing is,
ground.
y'all want to talk about one play, but it was
No,
four
but
plays. It was 4 plays throughout the game that they called on Houston that made them run off with the lead at the beginning anyway. So I was saying y'all can't call one. They gave
no,
him one for the night.
was the
So
guy falling on the ground? Was he falling backwards? Was he
I
boxing
understand
out?
it.
Was he
I
boxing out or was
understand
he
it.
falling?
I
If he's
understand it.
falling, it ain't over the back. If
I
he's
Listen,
boxing
understand it.
out, if
he,
he's
he's
boxing
he's
out,
he's he's referring to the timing of the calls. Like there were obviously questionable calls, just like there are in every single game. But he's talking about this call was at the end of the game when stuff like that should not be called. That's
if
the stuff
I
that
mean,
you
we say
do
that
like
we
that.
say it game in and game out, man. But at the end of the day, they made the call. You can't change it. But like I said, when you got a suffocating defense and you blow a 14, 15 point lead, you got plenty of time on. That's up to y'all, man.
I
Y'all
agree.
can't. You
but
can't.
that ain't happening. Florida don't give up leads. Florida
Hey,
takes
it
leads
sound
away.
good,
Florida takes leads away from other teams. That's what
and
Florida
I'm gonna
does.
tell you right now. If you let Houston get up on you,
Houston ain't
y'all
getting
asses
them.
through with. Y'all through
Houston,
with. I'm gonna be real
Houston
with
ain't
you.
getting them.
I'm
I'm
telling you
telling you
right
right
now.
now.
Hey, like I told y'all before, I'm gonna say this again. I say Lakers in 5 a lot, but I'm gonna say Houston winning this game tomorrow night for sure. No questions. +6,
Plus,
+6,
I give you 6 points.
+6.
I
Gonna
don't
get
know
it.
about that one.
I give you 6 points.
I don't know about that.
Man, you
After,
got some
For
faith,
my empty
Opie.
pocket.
All right,
first
I'm
off,
telling
I'm taking Florida by 10.
after
Florida
the
gets out
after
to a
the
good lead and they don't give it back.
after the performance I seen out of both teams in the Final Four, that game's gonna be close. A lot closer than 6
He said
points.
10. No, he said 10.
Yeah,
I
it's
said
gonna
he
be a lot
said 10.
closer than 10 for sure.
What about 10?
10?
Yeah.
Hey, can we
You
bet on the air? Is it
tell
okay? You gonna
Houston,
take this out? Can we bet on the air? Can we gonna
tell,
shake on this now,
tell
Opie? You
Houston
want
to
to put
bring that
$100 on that
pressure.
right now?
Tell
You
Houston to
want to put
bring that
$100 on
pressure.
that, Opie?
See
Opie,
if
I want you
Walter
to put
Clayton,
$100 on
see
that,
if
Opie.
Walter Clayton folds.
$100. I'm waiting to shake on it. Put your hand up here. I'm waiting to shake on this. $100.
I
You really want to do it?
don't feel your skin, man.
I don't feel yours either. Hey, but like I'm telling you right now. Look at Red up here. He already knows. Plus 10? Man, ain't no
Look,
way.
look.
You just
Yeah,
give me money.
first
Take
off,
your
I think
notepad out. Cooper Flagg folded. Walter Clayton will not fold.
I like that.
all right, guys, that's our takes for this week. Podcast number 2. Glad to have y'all with us. Now let's go into the best bets segment of the week.
Best bets of the week.
Best bets segment of the week. We're covering April 10th for y'all. Austin Harris, Opie, what you got?
I got Mike Trout going for 2+ bases against Zach Littell. That is if the pitching match holds up. So, yeah, definitely going to take Mike Trout 2+ bases. And then the other one, I got Vladdy Jr. against Walker Buehler. I'm going to take him for 2+ bases as well. You go ahead and lock those in. If you want to take a flyer on Mike Trout getting a home run as well.
That didn't work out the last time you threw a flyer out there. We'll let it ride.
It didn't, but the 2+ bases did. So you
Now,
don't
it's
have to throw a
smacked.
flyer.
It's
I'm,
smacked
I'm
right
the
off the
guy.
bat.
I'm the kind of guy that I will throw the flyer out there. That don't mean you have to.
I hear you.
Thomas Reese, give me those locks.
Man, listen, man, I got three leg right here, y'all. I'm gonna throw at y'all out here tonight. I'm gonna take the Knicks versus the Pistons. I'm gonna take the Indiana Pacers versus the Cleveland, and I'm gonna take the Grizzlies over my team, but it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. So that's my 3 locks for this week, y'all. Thank you, and come back again.
All right, here we go.
8-6.
Hey, aside from all that, we got the best picks of the day for y'all. We're going Bobby Witt, Kyle Manzardo, Trey Turner, and Yandy Diaz. All 1+ hits. If you're feeling froggy, go for the 1.5 total bases. I would do that for Bobby Witt and Trey Turner. I'd probably set off of it on Yandy because he hasn't played as well as he can throughout the season, but I do trust him to get the hit for this day. All of them's batting over a 350 against their guys. Lock it in. We'll see y'all at the cash counter. All right, and as far as that goes, that's a segment for y'all this week. We appreciate y'all coming back. Stay tuned in, and we'll stay locked in. Peace.